Hello, everyone, and welcome back to IELTS MasterPod. I'm Emma.
And I'm Daniel. Today, we're diving into another practice session for the IELTS speaking test. We'll cover common topics like shopping, food, and hobbies in Part 1, a useful course in Part 2, and education and homework in Part 3.
That's right, Daniel. We'll walk you through a mock IELTS speaking test with our candidate, Sarah, and highlight useful vocabulary and strategies along the way.
Plus, we'll analyze Sarah's responses and give tips to help you ace your test. Let's get started by reviewing the structure of the IELTS speaking test.
Sure. Part 1 is all about general questions. The examiner will ask you about yourself and topics that are familiar to you, like your home, family, work, studies, or hobbies.
Exactly. It's designed to help you relax and get comfortable. This part lasts between 4 and 5 minutes, so it's short but important.
And remember, this is your chance to show off your ability to have a simple conversation. Use clear sentences and avoid one-word answers.
Great advice. Now, moving on to Part 2, the individual long turn. This is where things get interesting.
Yes, in Part 2, the examiner will hand you a task card with a topic. You'll also get a piece of paper and a pencil to make notes.
And you'll have exactly 1 minute to prepare. Use that time wisely. Jot down key points or ideas you want to mention.
Once the minute is up, you'll need to speak on the topic for 1 to 2 minutes. The examiner will stop you if you go over the time limit.
Listeners, notice how the card gives you points to guide your response. Make sure you address each point, and don't forget to explain your ideas in detail. And don't just stick to the basics. Add details. This helps showcase your vocabulary and fluency.
Absolutely. Also, stay calm if you make a small mistake. Just correct yourself and keep going. The examiner wants to see how well you can communicate overall.
Great tips, Emma. Now on to Part 3.
In Part 3, the examiner will ask you more abstract and in-depth questions related to the topic from Part 2. This part lasts 4 to 5 minutes, and it's your chance to show off your critical thinking skills. Use complex sentences and support your opinions with examples.
Plus, we'll analyze Sarah's responses and give tips to help you ace your test. Let's get started by reviewing the structure of the IELTS speaking test.
First, we have bargain hunting.
Bargain hunting, bargain hunting. This means looking for the best deals or discounts while shopping. For example, I love bargain hunting at outlet stores.
Next is splurge.
Splurge.
This refers to spending a lot of money on something luxurious or unnecessary.
For instance, I splurged on a designer handbag last month.
Then we have comfort food.
Comfort food, comfort food.
This is food that makes you feel good, often because it reminds you of home or childhood.
For example, mac and cheese is my ultimate comfort food.
Another term is bucket list hobby.
Bucket list hobby, bucket list hobby.
This describes a hobby you've always wanted to try but haven't yet.
For example, scuba diving is a bucket list hobby for me.
And finally, lifelong learning.
Lifelong learning, lifelong learning.
This means the process of continuously learning new skills or knowledge throughout life.
For example, taking courses online is part of my commitment to lifelong learning.
Let's hear how Sarah uses some of these phrases in her IELTS speaking test. In Part 1, Sarah answers questions about shopping, food, and hobbies.
Good morning. My name is Alice, and I'll be your examiner today. Can you tell me your full name, please?
Good morning. My name is Sarah Thompson.
Thank you, Sarah. Do you enjoy shopping?
Yes, I do. I find shopping relaxing, especially when I'm browsing for clothes or home decor. It's like a form of retail therapy for me.
How often do you go shopping, and what do you buy?
I usually go shopping once or twice a week. I mostly buy groceries and essentials, but sometimes I treat myself to something special, like a new book or a nice meal.
Do you prefer to go shopping alone or with other people?
I prefer shopping alone because I can take my time and focus on what I need. However, I also enjoy shopping with friends when it's for fun, like window shopping or looking for gifts.
What is your favorite food and why?
My favorite food is sushi. I love the fresh flavors and the variety of ingredients. It's also a healthier option compared to other fast foods.
What kind of restaurants do you like to eat out at?
I enjoy casual, family-friendly restaurants that serve a mix of international cuisines. It's nice to try different dishes in a relaxed atmosphere.
What would your perfect meal be?
My perfect meal would be a homemade pasta dish with fresh ingredients, followed by a rich chocolate dessert. Sharing it with close friends or family would make it even better.
Tell me about any hobbies you have.
I enjoy painting and hiking. Painting helps me express my creativity, while hiking allows me to connect with nature and stay active.
Are there any hobbies you would like to have in the future?
Yes, I'd like to learn how to play the piano. It's been a bucket list hobby of mine for years, and I think it would be a rewarding skill to have.
Do you think hobbies should be relaxing or exciting?
I think it depends on the person. For me, a mix of both is ideal. Relaxing hobbies like reading help me unwind, while exciting ones like rock climbing add a sense of adventure.
In part 2, Sarah describes a course she found useful.
Now, I'd like you to describe a course you have done that you found useful. You have 1 minute to prepare your answer.
1 minute passes.
Please.
A course I found very useful was a digital marketing workshop I attended last year. It was a 2-week intensive program organized by a well-known marketing institute in my city. The course covered a wide range of topics, including how to create effective online campaigns, analyze data using tools like Google Analytics, and utilize social media platforms such as Instagram and Facebook to promote products and services. One of the highlights of the course was the focus on practical learning. The instructor, who had years of industry experience, shared real-world examples and case studies, which helped us understand how the concepts applied to actual marketing scenarios. We also worked on hands-on projects, such as designing a complete digital marketing strategy for a mock business. This interactive approach made the learning process engaging and much easier to grasp. What I enjoyed most about the course was the collaborative environment. We worked in groups to solve problems and share ideas, which allowed me to learn not just from the instructor, but also from my peers, who came from diverse professional backgrounds. It was inspiring to hear their perspectives and experiences. However, one thing I didn't enjoy as much was the tight schedule. Since it was an intensive program, we had long sessions every day, followed by multiple assignments to complete. At times, it felt overwhelming to keep up, especially when the assignments required extensive research or creativity. Despite the challenges, though, I managed to stay on track by organizing my time and focusing on the end goal. This course was incredibly useful for me because it provided skills that I now use daily in my job. For instance, I've been able to create successful online campaigns for my company and measure their performance effectively. It also boosted my confidence in using social media tools and exploring new marketing trends. Beyond that, the workshop opened up new career opportunities for me, as I received offers from several companies in the marketing field shortly after completing the course. Overall, it was a challenging but rewarding experience that has had a lasting impact on both my personal and professional growth.
It is over 2 minutes. Now I will ask you some questions. Are you still in touch with anyone from the course?
Yes, I stay connected with a few classmates through LinkedIn. We occasionally share ideas and job opportunities.
Would you like to take a course like this again?
Definitely. I believe in lifelong learning, and I'd love to take another course to further develop my skills.
In part 3, Sarah discusses broader questions related to education and homework.
Do you think it's important that children are given homework?
Yes, homework is important because it reinforces what children learn in class. However, it should be balanced so that it doesn't overwhelm them.
How much homework should they be given?
I think 1 to 2 hours a day is reasonable, depending on their age and grade level. This allows them to review their lessons without feeling overburdened.
Do you think parents should help their children with homework, or should it be done alone?
I think parents can guide their children, but it's important for kids to learn how to work independently. This helps them develop problem-solving skills.
How important is it to have a university education to get a job in your country?
In my country, having a university degree is highly valued, especially for professional roles. However, vocational training is also becoming more popular for specific industries.
Does having a degree from another country enhance employment opportunities in your country?
Yes, it does. Employers often view international degrees as a sign of adaptability and global experience.
What impact do students who have studied abroad have on their home country when they return?
They bring fresh perspectives, new skills, and innovative ideas. This can contribute to economic growth and cultural exchange.
That's it for today's episode. Sarah's responses were clear and detailed, with great use of vocabulary like retail therapy, bucket list hobby, and lifelong learning.
Remember to structure your answers with a main idea, examples, and a conclusion. Practice using today's phrases to improve your fluency and confidence.
Thanks for listening to IELTS Master Pod. Don't forget to subscribe and share this episode with your friends preparing for IELTS.
See you next time, and good luck with your preparation.